Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Mike Miller in Helena today.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rucker's Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Rucker's, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $299. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Geez, maybe I should have stayed in Great Falls. Everything worked up there. Welcome back, Jason Walker Show. Good Lord. Sorry about that, folks. We are back. Holy cow. We'll talk to Carson Derosier. We'll talk to Cooper Birdwell coming up. Auto Contest Performance of the Week. Some nominations, a lot of them for Birdwell, who just four-peated. So that's pretty cool because that's a pretty awesome feat. Dude that just two-peated, though. Went back-to-back at 82 and 205. He stepped up a weight class and said, you know what, I'm going to kick the crap out of this dude. And he's not going to go as a three-timer. He's going to end as a two-timer. Noah Kovick joining us and coming off the big 5-1 decision. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I feel like this is, I did this about a year ago, talking with you after winning a state championship, right?
Yep, yes, you did.
This time, you stepped up and you go to 205. You were very confident all season, and the people that the media people are like, oh, you backed up your words, but you went out and got a job done. As you had a mission this year and you went and accomplished it.
Yeah, I definitely did. You have to be confident in wrestling. You can't doubt yourself. I have a lot of respect for Elijah. He's a great wrestler, but, you just always have to have yourself being the winner in every situation.
Well, you definitely are, and, you're a great kid, too. Let's not forget all that, folks. But take me through the match, because were there any nerves? And I know how confident you are, but were there any nerves because you're like, I talked some smack. I got to back this up now.
There was a little nervousness, like, just going to go out there and wrestle my best. Just small talk to myself. But not too many nerves. I was feeling pretty good, ready to go. Trusting myself and my abilities.
Well, you definitely have some great abilities. I mean, this is you're pretty awesome at what you do. It was a rough year, and you and I have talked about this before, Noah, that this was a different kind of year because of COVID. You only had a few matches because of duels only. You couldn't get to go to tournaments. You didn't get a chance to really have a lot of practice time other than just practice. How tough was this year?
This year wasn't necessarily tough for me. I think it was just different for everybody. I still had fun, and that's all it was about. And, even though I didn't get as many matches as I would like to, I tried to make them all count. So, yeah, I didn't think it was really that bad at all. It's a little diversity. You
wanted to win, become the all-time, winner in matches at Capitol. That didn't happen because of COVID, but you got to be proud with your career, though.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good career. 2 state titles, third place finish. Pretty good.
You live a legacy, too, because you're one of the two-timers, and some guys get 1, some guys get 3, but a lot of guys get 2. Some guys don't get any, and you're one of the Capitol guys that can say, "Hey, I've got a couple now." And what do you join Coach Mahana and Gnarls Lane, right?
Yeah, Gnarls Lane. I think he's the only one.
Okay. Well, that's a big accomplishment because he was quite the athlete too.
Yes, he was.
Hey, when you got into wrestling, you're a young kid, and when did the love for it really develop? I mean, you go out and you do it as a kid, and you're like, oh, this is cool. But when did the love for wrestling really hit for you?
I think in middle school when I started to see some success and I started, being able to do what I wanted on the mat wasn't just like the same five things that, I could start to build my own wrestling styles when I really started to fall in love with the sport.
And you've worked on it, you've perfected it, you've gotten pretty good. Now, I mean, losses happen. Do you learn more from losses or wins?
Definitely losses, 100%. I traveled a lot this summer, and I did take a few losses, but they were all learning experiences for me. I learned a lot more than I did for my wins.
Noah Kovick joining us here, Jason Walker Show. Won at 82 last year, wins at 205 this year. Your Class AA state champ in wrestling, a two-timer, going with the back-to-back crowns. And where was the team? Where did the team end up?
We ended up in 6th place, so
Okay.
Not too bad.
No, that's not too bad at all, just outside of the podium. And it was a great wrestling meet. Now, it's cool to be wrestling at Flathead. It's a great gym. It's a great atmosphere. There were fans in the stands, which is awesome. But what's the difference between winning last year in Billings at Metro Park when everybody's watching, and you got 3 championship matches going on at once, as opposed to in Flathead? What was the biggest difference this year?
The crowd, the sound. It's not as loud. You don't look up and see 10,000 people. It's mostly just family. So it's really different, but it was still super fun. I had a lot of fun.
All right, I'm going to show some of the highlights of your match here. I guess it's the last few minutes, or the last minute or so, but what were you thinking? You're up 5-1, and you've got this, you just got 40 seconds left. What's going through your mind at this point?
I just need to not give up any points. I want to win by as many points as possible. Kind of prove that there's a gap between me and him. So yeah, that was kind of my just finish it out strong. There's no reason to get up in the extra point.
You're coming up here at the end, and you do the backflip. Is that standard for you?
Oh God, that took a lot of working out to do. But I wanted to end the senior year with a bang, especially with a season like that.
How embarrassing would it have been, there it is, if you would have not been able to accomplish the backflip?
Oh, God, it'd be pretty embarrassing.
Well, you got it done, though, man. And now you head off to North Dakota State. You get to wrestle over with the Bison. And, Luke Weber over there just won a Big 12 title with the Bison, and he's heading off to nationals as a conference champion. So I'm sure you guys will chat a little bit, right?
Yeah, we talked actually yesterday. I was telling him good luck and everything. Yeah, he's a stud, man. He's super good.
There's been some great wrestlers in the state of Montana. Where does your win rank you now?
Oh God, I couldn't tell you.
You got to be. You're in the top. You're one of the top 20 guys, right, in the state of Montana.
Right now.
Well, right now you're on top in 205. I mean, nobody can get you there.
Yeah, I think I'm top 10 in the state, pound for pound.
That's impressive. That's a big statement. And you've made some big statements, and I like it, and you back it up. That's what's even better. And how about a big shout-out to Grandpa, by the way, for the wrestling room for you guys to work in all summer.
Yeah, I know. It was awesome. I used it the day before we left for state wrestling. After practice, I was in there with a friend working out. It was awesome. It helped me a bunch.
Yep, totally. Hey, by the way, Sue Hall's band and the cheer coach over at Capitol said you did a back tuck, not a back flip.
Oh, yeah. Sue will get on your ass or your butt about that one.
You can say whatever you want, man. You're a state champion. You can kick the crap out of a lot of people, so you can say ass. It's totally fine. But she totally would. So man, that is fantastic. Hey, you got a chance to eat now, right? I mean, 205. You were eating anyway because you were light. You're not 205. You were coming in a little bit light, right?
I was weighing about like 190, walking around at 190. Some days after practice, weighing 188 pounds. I just had, I weighed in second day, I stayed at 191. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. What are you going to wrestle at in college? You're going to go back to 82 or?
I'm going to go to 84, yeah.
84, yeah. Is it easy for you to maintain?
Yeah, it's not too bad. That's not that much weight. I'll probably lose some of this baby fat I got on me for college when I get there.
Dude, you're pretty ripped. I'm not sure how much baby fat you got. Hey, I want to be able to talk to you when you become a conference champ over there with the Bison, and so stay in touch, will you?
I definitely will.
What's your plans for the spring? Are you going to take some time off before you hit the wrestling like AAU circuit, or go from there?
No, I'm actually at practice right now. I got some tournaments coming up, so
okay. Well, cool.
So yeah, I'm just never stop.
Never stop. Keep it going, man. Become a national champ next, right?
Yep, that's the plan.
There you go. Hey, Noah, we appreciate the time over the last year. It's been fun to follow you, and good luck out there in North Dakota.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
That is Noah Kovick joining us here on the Jason Walker Show as the state champ, two-time state champ now, as he wins at 82 last year, wins at 205 this year, and great kid, and pretty good family too. So it's fun. It's fun to talk to champions and guys, especially like Noah said. He talks some smack. He backed it up, and that's even better, right? Hey, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back, and we're going to chat with one of his teammates. Carson Derosier is a two-time state champ. He's been in 3 straight finals. He's won 2 of them. We'll ask him about how much last year in the loss in state title game, state championship motivated him coming into this year. That's coming up. This segment brought to you by Rucker's Furniture. Make the quality choice for your home at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena. By the way, get your nominations in for your Auto Concepts Performance of the Week. We've had a lot for Cooper Birdwell, who we will chat with a little bit later on today as well, a 4-time state champ. Got some individuals. Maya Hansen, 35 points in a loss in the championship game. Yelena Miller, Class A champion, Haver Blue Pony. She had 27 in the double overtime win. It was a great battle between those two for an entire, 40 minutes. So quick break, coming back. Getting a phone call. It's from an insurance agent. I'll have to chat with them after. But we'll be back. Jason Walker Show. Hang on.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rucker's Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Rucker's, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $289. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Who doesn't love being number?
Spring is fast approaching and summer is just around the corner, so now is the time to get those windows tinted at Auto Concepts as the sun starts to heat up. Tinting is the best way to keep the sun out of your little one's eyes driving down the road. Plus, it just looks cool. Auto Concepts is your exclusive 3M dealer for tinting, as well as the best clear bras in town. Auto Concepts clear bras will not fade or yellow over time. And don't forget about suspension lifts and power steps for your rig too. Visit AutoConceptsHelena.com or check them out on Facebook. Auto Concepts, the auto enhancement professionals. Have you thought about buying a home and just don't know where to begin? Well, when it comes to one of the most important purchases one can make, we understand it can be frustrating and confusing, but it doesn't have to be. Let the Major Mortgage team help you with all your mortgage needs. Major Mortgage means major service, and we would love the opportunity to help you today. Give J.R. McFadden, NMLS number 1246357, a call today at 406-465-1918, or you can visit him at 2001 11th Avenue, Building A, Suite 3 in Helena. Major Mortgage is a division of AMCAP Mortgage, NMLS number 129122, equal housing lender.
New vehicles keep coming, and Capital Collision Center keeps earning certifications to repair them. They're Helena's newest GM-certified facility. No matter the make or year, they repair your car to manufacturer's standards and requirements, maintaining its safety and value. Montana state law says it's your vehicle and it's your choice where you have it repaired. Choose Capital Collision Center, certified in GM, Subaru, and Nissan, and Helena's only shop certified in Honda, Acura, and Ford. When you value safety, go to Capital Collision Center on Euclid.
Welcome back to the Jason Walker Show.
Welcome back, Jason Walker Show, on a Monday, back in the Major Mortgage Man Cave. We are presented by Capital Collision Center. Get your nominations in, Auto Contest Performance of the Week. Email Jason at jasonwalkershow.com. You can tweet us at jwalkersports, and Podbean it as well. You can even text or call. So there you go. Coming up still, Cooper Birdwell, one of 4 unbeaten state champs for his career and 4-timer. Never didn't lose in high school. We'll chat with him coming up. But right now, it is time to welcome in one of our favorite guys to chat with, Carson Derosier, a now 2-time state champ from Capital Bruins. How much did last year motivate you into this year?
I was hungry. I've been working all summer long and through the fall getting prepped for this wrestling season, and I just kept grinding.
What was you went from 32 to 38, right?
Correct.
Okay. Hard to keep weight?
No, not this year.
You get to eat a little bit more.
Actually, at the beginning of the year, coming back from football, I struggled a little bit, but it actually got easier throughout the year.
Was it tough this year, Carson, because you got started a month late? You didn't have a lot of those big tournaments to go to and to get a lot of those matches in before state. Was it how different was it?
There's a lot more. You had to depend a lot more on practice rather than your big tournaments. You know, you get to see those longer matches on a normal year through those tournaments. You know, those overtime matches or all the way to the third or to the wire, you know, long matches that are close. But we transferred those to practice, actually. Mahena worked a lot with us on, you know, long matches in the practice room. And, yeah, we just kept grinding.
Carson Derosier joining us here, Jason Walker Show. You beat RJ Low Dog out of West. And how tough was that to wrestle?
He is a tough opponent.
He just looked tough. I saw the video. It just looks like, man.
Oh, yeah, he's a brute. You know, he's got all my respect. He is just – we've been wrestling since we were young, and every single match is a nail-biter. Yeah, he's just a tough opponent, and respect to him.
3-1 was the final. Do you prefer to get pins or do you prefer to go the distance?
However it works out.
However you win is what you want, right?
Yep, exactly.
I like it, Carson. Hey, 2 state championships now in your career. Your chance next year, obviously, to go for a 3rd. But when does the work start for next year?
Yesterday.
Wow, nice. No time off at all, huh?
Correct.
Why is that?
I'm always pushing myself, always trying to get better. I'm still trying to talk to colleges and, you know, trying to turn some heads. So I'll be wrestling in the spring.
Well, I figured you'd be wrestling in the spring and all summer and in tournaments and stuff like that all over the country, but you didn't even give yourself a day or two off to, like, have a pizza or a cheeseburger or something? I
had French toast Sunday morning. And it was, I think, the best French toast I've ever had. I bet. So it's not tough for you to maintain, but are you going to stay at 38 for next year, or are you going to go up? I'm not sure yet. It depends on how the summer will go. If I grow, then I'll just wait and see how my weight is next fall or late summer. Well, you look at a lot of the guys that are in your weight class right now, Carson, and the ones that are at least coming back, or the ones that are a class ahead of you, or weight class ahead of you. Do you look at those guys and go, I'll stay at 38, or I'll take the leap up, or does it matter who you wrestle? It doesn't matter. I go what I want to go. I like that. The confidence. 138 state champ Carson Derosier here in the Class AA. I had just asked Noah this, but what was the difference between wrestling last year or the last 2 years in Billings in front of, 10,000 people or 8,000, whatever it is, but then the, Flathead High where you've got
just family and friends there, which is, it's still a great gym, but what was the biggest difference?
The Metro has a different vibe. I love wrestling in the Metro. It's just a phenomenal feeling. And seeing different classes there even, there's so many people and it's just a big place and the streams carry on around the gym and it's fun.
That is, it's such I took my son down there for the Montana Open one year, which is awesome. Do they still do that?
I think so. I did it growing up. Yeah,
it's a fun tournament, and that's where a lot of kids learn how to if they're good enough to wrestle in the bigger boys, right? I mean, that's you learn a lot about yourself down at that Open. Hey, Are you looking for college wrestling, or is that it for you? Or are you going to try to like a football, or is it just going to be wrestling?
Yeah, wrestling.
Any idea? If you could pick right now where you wanted to go, where would you go?
I'm not even sure yet.
I like it.
I have so many places in mind.
And you don't want to say because they're listening and they're like, "Oh, he's going to tell us where he's going to go," and then you want to keep everybody on the hook, right?
Yeah, and I actually also don't know where I want to go yet. I'm still choosing, my hobbies and what I think will fit best for me. So
I like it. Hey, I'm showing the last 17 seconds of your match here. What was going through your mind as you neared the end, knowing that you needed to just stay on your feet, basically?
Actually, we got really sweaty early in the match, and it was hard to wrestle, and I didn't want to get too risky, especially in that third period. I didn't want to give up any danger, and so I just, tried to stay in position and not make any mistakes.
Well, you didn't, because you got the win, and you're now a two-timer, and it's going to be a lot of fun to follow you next year, and of course, tons of pressure. Can you do a back tuck like Noah?
Never tried it, but I'm sure I could.
Well, okay, when you win next year as a senior, then you got to do it, okay?
Maybe.
You're not a big celebrator, though. I noticed you just kind of throw you're just kind of done. You throw the headgear off to the side, and you're just like, "Hey, I just won. Thanks."
I do my best to stay humble.
You are, but at a state championship, you got to at least celebrate a little bit, right?
I was definitely relieved.
Oh man, it's so cool. You're gonna have a lot of wrestling between now and next year. Hopefully, we get a normal year next year, which would be fantastic. I know it was different, but you accomplished the goal, and you got the job done, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, look forward to chatting next year. Maybe this summer, win a couple of big tournaments. We'll get you back on. How's that?
All right, sounds good.
All right, Carson. Appreciate it, man. That is Carson Derosier joining us here on the Jason Walker Show. Well, another great kid and strong, tough dude, and state champ twice now from Capitol High. Flathead boys won the state title in AA, and they won by 7.5 over senior, the closest team title since 2000 when it was a 3-point win. That's pretty awesome. You got Glasgow winning the B. Sydney won the A, and Circle won the C in wrestling. We'll talk to another champ whose team just finished out of a title for a team title, as they finished third, the Fergus boys did, but we'll chat with a 4-timer, unbeaten in his entire career. Cooper Birdwell will join us next. By the way, nominations getting close to wrapping up here. Get them in. Your final call for nominations for the Auto Concepts Performance of the Week. We're coming right back with Cooper Birdwell, 4-timer, next.
New vehicles keep coming, and Capital Collision Center keeps earning certifications to repair them. They're Helena's newest GM-certified facility. No matter the make or year, they repair your car to manufacturer's standards and requirements, maintaining its safety and value. Montana state law says it's your vehicle and it's your choice where you have it repaired. Choose Capital Collision Center, certified in GM, Subaru, and Nissan, and Helena's only shop certified in Honda, Acura, and Ford. When you value safety, go to Capital Collision Center on Euclid.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rucker's Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Rucker's, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $289. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Have you thought about buying a home and just don't know where to begin? Well, when it comes to one of the most important purchases one can make, we understand it can be frustrating and confusing, but it doesn't have to be. Let the Major Mortgage team help you with all your mortgage needs. Major Mortgage means major service, and we would love the opportunity to help you today. Give J.R. McFadden, NMLS number 1246357, a call today at 406-465-1918, or you can visit him at 2001 11th Avenue, Building A, Suite 3 in Helena. Major Mortgage is a division of AMCAP Mortgage, NMLS number 129122, equal housing lender. Spring is fast approaching and summer is just around the corner, so now is the time to get those windows tinted at Auto Concepts as the sun starts to heat up. Tinting is the best way to keep the sun out of your little one's eyes driving down the road. Plus, it just looks cool. Auto Concepts is your exclusive 3M dealer for tinting, as well as the best clear bras in town. Auto Concepts clear bras will not fade or yellow over time. And don't forget about suspension lifts and power steps for your rig too. Visit AutoConceptsHelena.com or check them out on Facebook. Auto Concepts, the auto enhancement professionals. Welcome back, Jason Walker Show, presented by Capital Collision Center. Oh, I know we're talking a lot of wrestling today, and I know wrestling is a team sport, but it's really an individual sport. It's like baseball. Individually, you have to do well for the team to do well. But wrestling, one of the best individual sports ever. I love it. So, fun talking to state champs, too. And we get to do it different time. Normally, it's a month ago. But as long as they're getting to wrestle, it's all we matter about, right? And compete. You got state AA combined basketball up at Great Falls this week. The B and C are down in Billings and Lockwood. And we'll follow those. We'll talk tomorrow with Guy Olmquist, Katie Garson-Forba on Wednesday. Janice Dean, the weather machine, is going to join us on Thursday as well. She's got a book out, and we're going to start calling her Hurricane Janice for what she's been accomplishing over the last almost year now. So anyway, she will join us from Fox News, Janice Dean, on Thursday. We'll also look at tournaments Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, too. So it's going to be a fun week. Well, it's not very often that this happens in the state of Montana. In fact, it's happened just 4 times where someone has gone their entire high school career. And we've had some fantastic high school wrestlers. You know, the Zaddicks, the Webbers, the Kovick, DesRosier, and Mahina, and Gnarls Lane, just to name a couple, and Landon Bailey. And I mean, goodness, those are just a few, right? And I'm not even getting to some of the big ones, other big ones as well. But, there's been 37 champions, 4-time champions in the state of Montana. 37. Hunter Azure, who's now a UFC fighter. Just recently, you look back at Jarrett Deegan, his brother Sawyer, Parker Filius, by the way, who qualified for nationals with Purdue. Jarrett Deegan with Iowa State's going to nationals as well. Luke Weber, we talked about, a national going for a national championship. Well, they all three are, but Luke a Big 12 championship. Michael Weber, Leaf Schroeder out of Bozeman, and just Martin Wilkie, the list is awesome. But there's been 4 guys that have gone unbeaten in their entire career. Gene Davis of Missoula Sentinel won championships at 95, 103, 112, and 33. Then you had Bo Malia Skyview from 01 to 04 winning titles at 05, twice at 19 and then 130. Jade Rouser at Townsend, unbeaten for his entire career. Went 98, 105, 119, and 119. And then it just happened over the weekend. Cooper Birdwell of Lewistown wins titles at 13, 26, 26, and Saturday at 132. And he joins us now here on the Jason Walker Show. All right, man. Congratulations on the state championship. But take me through your emotions a couple of days later now. Has it sunk in yet?
Yeah, it's just now starting to sink in that I'm finally done with my high school career and that I don't really get to wrestle with my team and my coaches anymore. I think that's what I'm going to miss the most.
132, state champ, 4 straight, unbeaten, and there's only 4 guys in the history of the state of Montana that have gone through their entire high school career unbeaten. You are one of the 4. Has that sunk in yet?
Yeah, it's kind of like it doesn't seem real, but it's, I don't know, it seems very cool, I guess. Bo Malia and Jade Rouser, they both reached out to me and congratulated me. So cool. I thought that was pretty awesome because they're 2 of the other guys.
Yep, Gene Davis, the other from Missoula Sentinel back in the day. Okay, obviously you knew going into that championship match what was on the line. What were your thoughts as you started that match?
I guess I just wanted to stay in good position, do what I always do, and put them away if I had the chance. If I put them to his back, I wanted to end the match just to secure it, I guess. Because a lot of the time when I wrestle, I'm not looking for pins all the time. I'm just looking to get better. But that match, I was kind of looking for a pin.
You wanted it done in a hurry then, huh?
Yeah.
Cooper Birdwell joining us, the Fergus County state champ from Lewistown there. Class A 132-pounder. He is a 4-timer, one of 37 now, I believe. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. You mentioned a couple of the others in Bo and Jade, but that list is impressive. What's it mean to be on that list?
It means a lot, and I've been putting in a lot of work, and my coaches have put in an insane amount of work into me, and my youth coaches and my school has been supportive, and I just have a great foundation of people who are supporting me. So it means a lot to me, and it probably means more to Fergus and my family and everyone who has put work into me.
How long have you been wrestling, Cooper?
I think I started 1st or 2nd grade, so ever since I was able to take it serious, I guess.
And do you play any other sports, or is it just wrestling?
I used to play football, soccer, and stuff, but I knew from early on that wrestling was my thing, so I just kind of put all my time towards that to get as good as I could.
It's pretty awesome. There's no question about it. I took 3rd one year at state, and I wish I had wrestled my entire high school career because it's so much fun. And it's a team sport, but the individuality is really what it's all about in wrestling. And man, it's super awesome to chat with you because I've been following your career for a while now, obviously unbeaten, 178-0. Is that a number that's going to stick with you now forever? Are those like your favorite numbers, 1, 7, and 8?
I guess. I mean, it's kind of fun. I've been hearing that number a lot lately.
I bet. What was different this year, Cooper, because of COVID, and you didn't get the chance to wrestle as much as you would have wanted, but take me through this year a little bit and the hardships and how much harder it was in previous years.
It definitely sucked because my favorite parts of the season are definitely the Jug Beck and Missoula, the Holiday Classic in Great Falls, and state, just because I get to wrestle some AA kids and BC kids and just get to talk to all the wrestlers around the state. But this year was good because we got to wrestle at home a lot more than we normally do. So we had a lot of home duels with the crowd, and that was definitely fun with the team. Yeah.
obviously missing out on those big tournaments, and you get to see a lot of the kids like you mentioned, but state was different this year too, because it's over in Miles City and it's not the all-class state tournament in, that we're used to in Billings and with, thousands of people there. What was the biggest difference for you? Was it the crowd or did it matter?
I'm pretty good at tuning out the crowd for most things, but I don't know. I didn't feel like state normally does, especially in the finals. Looking up in the Metro when you're wrestling in the finals at state seems kind of, I don't know, it's a different type of adrenaline and rush you get that wasn't quite the same in Miles City. But I'm just thankful that we had a season and that we had state.
Yeah, no doubt about that. I mean, that's really what's most important is you guys got to do it. Did the extra month help? Because you guys normally state would have been a month ago, and we're sitting here in March instead of February.
I don't know if it made that big of a difference, but if it was a difference from wrestling or not having a wrestling season, then I think it helped. I don't know.
What's your plans, Cooper, after high school?
I'm planning on attending Oklahoma State and wrestling for them, and I think I want to major in biology and then maybe go to chiropractic school after.
You've done enough damage to bodies. Now you want to fix them. Is that what you're saying?
No, I think when I go to the chiropractor, I just find that stuff pretty cool and pretty fascinating. So
no, it definitely is. Cooper Birdwell, our guest. Couple final questions for you, but I don't know if you saw, but Luke Weber out of Forsyth just won a Big 12 title. You could follow in his footsteps.
Yeah, I've been watching Luke, Jarrett Deegan, Parker Phileas, and all these Montana studs for ever since I can remember, and it's kind of cool seeing them have some success on the D1 level for sure.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome, and they're all three heading to nationals, and they're pretty good. Who did you look up to though as a kid? I mean, who was your idol in wrestling?
As a kid, I guess I mainly looked up to Montana wrestlers because I didn't watch college wrestling back then. So I did look up to Parker Phileas and Jarrett Deegan and the Webbers. And I had some high schoolers from Fergus, like Ryan Martin and the Malones, and they were all tough. And I just wanted to be like one of those guys, I guess.
All right, so I got to ask you this. Now that the season's over, was it easy to maintain weight for you throughout your career?
Freshman year, I sucked a little weight to go down to 13. And then 26 my sophomore year is pretty easy. I was bumping around from 26 and 32 last year, and it wasn't that big of an issue. And this year wasn't an issue. I get to eat pretty well, I guess.
So now that your high school career is done, and I know you've got a long way before you get to Oklahoma City and workouts in the summer, but have you pigged out yet? I mean, have you gone for like 3 pizzas and some double cheeseburgers? I mean, have you rewarded yourself with some food?
Yeah, the night after state, we went to I think it's called the Black Iron Grill, and I got some mac and cheese brisket, which was really good, and got some ice cream in me and some milkshake, so that's
nice.
Always good.
Nice. After weigh-ins, do you usually go to town eating, or do you just take care of yourself all through the year and then worry about it at the end?
Most weeks I do pretty well after weigh-ins. Since I don't cut very much weight at all, I get to eat whatever I want for the most part throughout the week until the day before. Then I have to be a little bit more careful. When teams win state championships, Cooper, they get that fire truck ride. Are you going to get one from the Fergus County and Lewistown's like fire department here? I don't know. I'm definitely being recognized from the school. Like they've put a thing up on their wall and they had an assembly and they mentioned me. So I'm not too worried about getting recognized.
Well, you got to get that fire truck ride. All the teams do when they win.
I'm not too worried about it. As a team, we got third, and we were 3.5 points, I think. no, 5.5 points behind Laurel. And so it was a fun team race we had at state. And I'm really proud of my team, how we ended the state too.
Third place as a team, first place as an individual. I mean, that's pretty cool. And obviously Sydney's a powerhouse on the Class A side, but you have set the tone for Fergus, for the Golden Eagles for years to come. Tell me real quick what the team's going to look like next year without you on it.
It should be pretty solid. We're losing some solid seniors. I think we had 3 state finalists that were seniors and a couple other tough seniors. Landon Farrar won as a senior, and Keaton was in the finals. So we'll be dropping some of those points, but we have some tough kids on the team, so we won't be too down.
Well, there you go. Hey, appreciate the time, my man. Congratulations, 178-0, one of 4. That's it. One of 4 Montana wrestlers to go unbeaten in a high school career and go 4-time. One of 37 guys there. Cooper Birdwell from Fergus. Appreciate the time, man. Take care and good luck in your future.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on.
Cooper Birdwell joining us, and man, how can you not like these? I mean, these wrestlers that we've had on, unbelievable. By the way, did you notice a theme with the 4-timers that we talked about? The ones that went unbeaten in their entire high school career. Did you notice the theme? They're all lightweights. 95. Gene Davis was 95, 103, 112, 133. Jade Rouser, 98, 105, and 119 twice. Bomalia, Skyview, 105, 119 twice, 130. And then Cooper just did it 113, 126 twice, and 132. So maybe I need to lose some weight. I wrestled at 103 or 105 back when it was a weight class. I weighed 103, but wrestled 105 and 98. So, all right, good stuff. Hey, let's do. What are we doing? Let's go to here. Let's do our auto contest performance of the week, shall we? Okay. It's really hard to not vote for Havre girls, the basketball, Central boys basketball, and both swim teams. It's hard not to vote for Helena High boys or Bozeman girls swimming, Sydney wrestling, Flathead wrestling, Glasgow circle wrestling. It's really hard not to vote for Cooper Birdwell too, right? I mean, 178-0 and wins 4 state championships. It's really hard to. Can we do 2? I think Sherry's okay. If we do 2 auto contest performance of the week, can we do that? It's our show. What the heck, right? We'll give it to Cooper Birdwell, but we also have to do a big shout out, and we'll give another auto contest performance of the week to Nikki Kruger, who won a national championship in the shot put for Carroll College. And I've known Nikki for a few years. She is fantastic. I used to actually help on the bus trips when she played basketball. I'd teach her how to do the shot put, and it paid off. I mean, Jimmy Stanton's a pretty good throwing coach over at Carroll, but I think the help that I gave Nikki on those bus trips in standing in the aisleway, showing her how the proper technique, I really think that paid off. So Cooper Birdwell, Nikki Kruger are 2 auto concepts performances of the week this week. And Nikki was going to win it no matter what. I told you that last week, but it's hard not to root for Cooper and give it to him too. He didn't lose in 4 years of high school wrestling. So the 2 of them get the auto contest performance of the week. And man, deservedly so. They absolutely deserved it. All right, let's do On This Day in History. It is brought to you by Big Sky Printware. We print what you wear. We'll have Jason Walker Show t-shirts soon for you. For you and me. But and before we go, I got to ask Sue. Is Sue still online? I got to ask Sue, what the hell's the difference between a back tuck and a back flip? Because Noah Kovick did a back tuck after he won state. All right, Big Sky Printware. We print what you wear. Man, check them out. They've got their new location open on Euclid. And amazing stuff. including the shirts that we're going to have soon. Cannot wait for that. Going to have so much fun wearing those around and giving them away as well. All right. The new location is at 1400 Euclid on the corner of Henderson and Euclid. They have over 35 years of experience. Check it out, because if they just need one shirt or multiple like we're doing, they'll do it. If that's all you need, one, you can get your St. Patrick's Day stuff there right now printed. They'll design a logo if you need one. And any size order, doesn't matter. Teams, businesses, events, schools, doesn't matter. They'll print everything in-house for you too, so you know it's done the right way. Go see Sheila and the gang at Big Sky Printware on Euclid in Helena. All right, today is International Women's Day. It is National Oregon Day, Peanut Cluster Day, and Proofreading Day. 1930 on this date, Babe Ruth signed a 2-year contract for $160,000 with New York Yankees general manager Ed Barrow, predicting that, quote, no one will ever be paid more than Ruth, end quote. Of course, I don't think Ed Barrow anticipated the millions that would come later. 1936, the first stock car race was held in Daytona Beach. Did you know race car spelled backwards is race car? 1972, the first flight of the Goodyear blimp. 1973, and I'm only bringing this up because I've driven through it and it's freaky. The Eisenhower Tunnel, the world's highest and the longest in the U.S., opened up just west of Denver. 1986, Martina Navratilova, the first to earn $10 million in tennis. Happy birthday, Jim Bouton. Wrote the book Ball 4, which is actually over my shoulder right there. That is Ball 4. Great book. I bought it for 25 cents in Yankton, South Dakota. Gosh, back in 1992. That book right there is that old. Yankton, South Dakota. Bought it. By the way, that's where Nikki Kruger just won a national championship. But I digress. But Jim Bouton's birthday is today. He passed away a couple of years ago. Also passing away on this date, 1998, Ray Nitschke. He was 61. Joe DiMaggio died of a broken heart. They say lung cancer, but broken heart in 1999. He never stopped loving Marilyn Monroe. There you go.
We're almost at the end of the show. What did we learn? And what did he miss? Time for the walk-off.
Hey, I don't know if we missed anything, and if we did, I'm sure we did. But I had so much fun in Great Falls, and I cannot wait till next time to get to call some tournaments. I'm kind of bummed that I don't get to go to either Lockwood or Billings or back to Great Falls for the NFHS network, but had a lot of fun thanks to Cody and Brad. Those two, they ran everything for NFHS network. They did fantastic. Thanks to Bob Ritterott for letting me do it, and had a great time. Thanks to the Four Seasons Arena. The hotel was fantastic. Everybody was great. The parents, the kids, and just awesome. The State A was super fun. Congratulations to Havre girls, the Billings Central boys, the Central swim teams, Helena High boys swim team, Bozeman girls swim team, and all the individuals that won state championships in wrestling, and the teams as well, Flathead, Glasgow Circle, and Sydney. So congratulations to all of our state champs. We're going to have 6 more state champions this week. We got 2 in AA coming up for basketball, 2 in B, and 2 in C. And we'll keep you and keep you updated on it all here. Oh, and by the way, the Big Sky Tournament got started today, too, down in Boise. You know what starts next week, or this weekend? Regionals for basketball for the NAIA. The Carroll men and women, the Providence men and women, the Western women. We could have national champs coming up, too. Nikki Kruger, congratulations, national champion. MSU Northern's Isaac Bartle, national champion. And Cooper Birdwell, unbeaten 178-0. Thanks to him for joining us. Thanks to Noah Kovick, Carson Derosier. We'll do it again tomorrow at 4. Guy Almquist and Sue Halls-Bannon will join us. We'll see you then. Go to JasonWalkerShow.com for anything and everything. Thanks.
The Jason Walker Show is produced by the Jason Walker Media Company. Any reuse, rebroadcast, or retransmission without the express written consent of the Jason Walker Show is strictly prohibited. Just listen, watch, and enjoy.